Hi, friends. So now we're on lesson 11 of unit 3, and they're asking you to utilize the skills you learned from last lesson of divide and fractions. And when you get the result of your answers after you do the division, you'll see you get an improper fraction. So then they're asking you to convert that improper fraction into a mixed number. Okay, so this lesson is really about how do you convert an improper fraction into a mixed number, but they're also basing it off of the skills you just previously learned. So we're going to divide fractions, which will result in an improper fraction. Okay, that would be your answer. And then they're going to ask you to convert that improper fraction to a mixed number. So let's start off with dividing these fractions. So remember, step 1 in dividing fractions is the division sign becomes a multiplication sign, and you make this the reciprocal. So 1/2 becomes 2 over 1. Then you multiply your numerators and you multiply your denominators. 4 times 2 is 8. 5 times 1 is 5. So now you see you have an improper fraction. Okay? This is improper, so it can't be your final answer. Why is it improper? So again, any fraction that's 1 or greater is an improper fraction. You can tell that it's greater than 1 because the numerator is bigger than the denominator, which means 5 goes into the numerator, so it's greater than 1. So how do I convert this into a mixed number is the next step. So that's exactly your first step. You're going to say 5 goes into 8. So the denominator, how many times does this denominator go into the numerator? 5 goes into 8 one time. Okay, because 5 times 1 equals 5. Okay, now you say 8, you take your numerator, minus 5 gives me a remainder of 3. So I have a remainder of 3. So I have 1 whole, 5 goes in 8, 1 whole times with a remainder of 3, and you keep your denominator of 5, 3/5. So your final answer is 1 3/5. Okay, and you can check by doing this method. So convert it back to an improper form to make sure you did it right. So 1 times 5 is 5. Plus 3 is 8. So you would have 8 over, you always keep your denominator the same. So it would be 8 over 5. And you can see it's the same. So you did it correct. Okay, let's practice a few more. All right, so 5 over 4. You change your division sign to multiplication. You're going to flip it. All right, so 1/2 becomes 2 over 1. You multiply your numerators. 5 times 2 is 10. You multiply your denominators. 4 times 1 is 4. Okay, you know this is an improper fraction because your numerator is bigger than your denominator, indicating that the number is greater than 1. So now I say to myself, how many times does 4 go into 10? 4 goes into 10 2 times because 4 times 2 is 8. Okay, so I have it goes in 2 whole times. Now I say 10 minus 8 gives me a remainder of 2. So with a remainder of 2 over 4. Now this can be simplified. Okay, so this can be simplified to 2 over 2 goes into 2 one time, and 2 goes into 4 two times. So your final answer would be 2 1/2. Okay. This one we're just going to convert into a mixed number. So this one says, how many times does 3 go into 8? 3 goes into 8 2 whole times, because 3 times 2 equals 6. So now 8 minus 6 gives me a remainder of 2, and the denominator stays the same, so it's over 3, and that's in the most simplified form. Okay. Now I want you to practice some on your own. So that was how you convert improper fractions to mixed numbers. Practice some and contact me if you have any questions. Have a great day now. Bye.